FYISC Chapter, Types of Economies. Part 8, Mixed Economy. 1. Definition of mixed economy. A mixed economy is an economy which combines the elements of both the capitalist and the socialist economies. 2. Features of mixed economy. I. Coexistence of public and private sectors. The important characteristic of a mixed economy is the coexistence of the public sector, which works in the interest of the society, and the private sector's main objective is to earn profit. The heavy industries such as defense equipment, atomic energy, heavy engineering industries, etc., come under the control of the public sector. On the other hand, the consumer goods, small and cottage industries, agriculture, etc., are assigned to the private sector. The private sector basically supplements the public sector rather than competing with it. 2. Coexistence of socialist and capitalist features. It is characterized by the presence of private property, profit motive, competition, price mechanism, and other similar features of the capitalist economic system. On the other hand, there is the presence of economic planning, government regulation of economic equality, which are the characteristics of a socialist economy. 3. Economic planning. Economic planning is essential to promote economic development, to ensure smooth and systematic operation of the economy, to regulate the entire economy, and to have coordinated operations of the public and private sectors. To ensure a coordinated and fast economic development, the programs of both sectors are drawn in such a way that growth in one complements the growth in the other. Economic planning is not as dominant and comprehensive as it is in a socialist economic system. 4. Regulation and control of the private sector. The government regulates the private sector through various policies such as taxation policy, subsidies, monetary policy, licensing policy, anti-monopoly controls, etc. The government tries to regulate the private sector so as to promote the larger welfare interest of the entire economy. V. Promotion of social welfare. The government makes efforts to promote the welfare of the entire community. It pursues various social schemes to help the poor and backward classes. It provides various facilities like education, health, sanitation, etc. free of cost. The government protects the interests of the laborers through various labor laws and provides large employment opportunities to assist the workers. Laws are enacted to protect the interests of the consumers. The government tries to minimize economic and regional inequalities as well. Vi. Price mechanism. In a mixed economy, price mechanism plays an important role, but not as dominant as in a capitalistic economy. However, price mechanism is allowed to function subject to certain regulations through price control, fixation of minimum wages, and other such measures. For example, prices of essential commodities such as railways fares, electricity charges, gas prices, etc. are fixed by the government. 7. Profit motive. Though the public sector is guided largely by the motive of social welfare, profit motive remains the guiding motive for the private sector. However, the private sector cannot maximize profit at the cost of social interest. It must be ensured that the profit and property may not concentrate in a few pockets. 8. Preservation of freedom. There is economic and political freedom, it provides enough scope for private initiative and enterprise. Freedom of choice of occupation exists and people are free to save and invest as they like. Consumers are free to choose the goods and services they want to consume. Freedom is subject to certain restrictions imposed by the government in the interest of society. Similarly, in a mixed economy, people enjoy political freedom subject to certain restrictions so as to ensure national security. 3. Merits of mixed economy. I. Proper allocation of resources. Resources are appropriately divided between the public and the private sectors, keeping in mind the overall interest of the economy. The resources are utilized in the best possible manner in the mixed economic system. The central government makes economic planning for optimum use of the resources. Thus, the shortage is avoided, productive efficiency increases and cyclical fluctuations are eliminated. 2. Economic stability. A mixed economic system ensures economic stability. It tries to avoid ups and downs in the economy through planning and state regulation. It eliminates overproduction and underproduction. 3. Advantages of the market system. A mixed economic system retains most of the institutions of the capitalist economic system such as private property, inheritance right, competition, profit motive, price mechanism, freedom of enterprise, private initiative, etc. In fact, the presence of government in a mixed economy ensures that the adverse effects of these institutions are kept under check. 4. Rapid economic development. A mixed economic system uses the combined resources and energies of the private and the public sectors to promote economic development. Moreover, the public ownership of productive resources ensures that economic development is achieved with social justice. V. Check on concentration of economic power. In a mixed economic system, the monopolistic control of industries and their exploitative tendencies are curbed. At the same time, inequality of income is kept under check by the government through the use of progressive taxation. The government also provides equal economic opportunities to the people. V. Economic and political freedom. In a mixed economic system, the consumers are free to choose the goods and services they want to consume. People are free to choose occupations they like. At the same time, the mixed economic system allows civil and political freedom to the people. 4. Demerits of mixed economy. I. Conflict between the public and the private sectors. A serious shortcoming of the mixed economic system is that collision, bitterness and non-cooperation may take place between the private and public sectors. In such a situation of mistrust and non-cooperation, the mixed economy may not function properly. 2. Short-lived nature. A mixed economic system runs the risk of being short-lived. It may not continue for a long time. In course of time, each of the two sectors may attempt to expand at the cost of the other. If the public sector expands to such an extent that it is able to take over the private sector, a mixed economy may become a socialist economy. On the other hand, if the private sector proves dominant, the mixed economy may be converted into a capitalist economy. 3. Inefficient operation. There is the danger of a mixed economy operating in an inefficient way. The private sector may not be able to function effectively due to excessive control and regulations of the government. The public sector, on the other hand, may not be operating efficiently because of lack of initiative and responsibility on the part of bureaucrats. 4. Poor performance of the public sector. In a mixed economy, the public sector has a record of poor performance. The public sector suffers from losses, inertia, inefficiency and red tapeism. The experience of the Indian economy bears testimony of this fact. V. Excessive regulations. A mixed economy is likely to give rise to a system of excessive controls and regulations. The government may like to regulate the private sector by imposing excessive controls like licensing system and monetary and fiscal regulations. These excessive controls may become inconvenient, irksome and may promote economic inefficiency.